something's leaking. So that's something to look at. Let's see how she does on the highway. Hopefully she starts. Fuel would help. Yeah. Okay, so far so good. I hooked up the speedometer, so we'll be seeing if that works shortly. So I guess there was some truth to what the original owner told me about that. But that's not going to stop our mission today, which is to get on the highway and find fifth gear. Oh, there's Shantae and the Lulu. Lulu's just chilling. She loves riding motorcycles. It's along nice in traffic. I guess the gearing helps for that, because I think it's geared a little short. Somebody had reminded me that back when these bikes were new, or when they were designed, the speed limit was only 55 miles an hour. So they're geared that way. And it is kind of cool to see the 55 highlighted on the dashboard. This ride today actually serves two functions. So for one, let's get it on the highway and find fifth gear. But two, if all works out well, let's go get a bacon, egg, and cheese. Have something for breakfast. Nothing like a good bacon, egg, and cheese, and I got just the spot. The rural highway run for this machine will be the Belt Parkway. So let's go for a nice entryway to it, and fingers crossed. Okay, here we are, entrance to the belt. First gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear. I'm gonna wait till we get on the actual highway to go for fifth, because I'm not sure how fast I'm going, and there's a couple of turns. People think there are no turns in New York City. You just got to know the right places. And this is the entrance ramp by 69th Street. There's a pier over here. This is just an enjoyable section of the Belt Parkway. You know, early in the morning. So I'm back to second gear. Now we'll find out. Third gear. Fourth gear. Let's get around this turn. Fourth gear, 4,000 RPM. Fifth gear. Oh, yeah, she feels all right on the highway. The front end is a little floaty. It has that air ride. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be holding air. So I'll have to address the front end and the neck bearings too. I'll do that all at once, I suppose. But she's cruising pretty good on the highway, I will say that. Oh, yeah. Wish the speedo worked. Be nice to know how fast I was going, but I'm 4,000 RPM. Just, I don't think the most comfortable for these motors. I could be wrong. But she sounds good. She definitely sounds good. All right, that was a short run. We're gonna do a longer run, but like I said, if the highway run works good, it's bacon, egg, and cheese time. She sounds good too. I've had a couple of comments on the 2-into-1 with the super trap, and I agree. You know, my fat boy has drag pipes, which it has an iconic sound to it, right? Just that open pipe sound. But it's also, it bothers people. It doesn't bother me, but it bothers people, and it would prevent a conversation like this from happening. So, you know, there's that. But it is nice to be able to run the machine and not really worry about pissing off everybody within like a block. So, you know, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. But it does sound good, and the machine sounds happy. She sounds happy. She sounds ready to go. So for those not familiar with the area, this is Shore Road, which runs kind of alongside the Belt Parkway by the water over there, and it's just a nice road to ride, you know, early in the morning. And there's not too many people. There's too many people, everybody's in the way, traffic, typical New York City craziness. But a nice early morning run. This is kind of my loop to clear my head. She's got a few pops in her. So now it's bagel time. Okay, here we are, Bagel Boy. Thing that makes all this worth it is a good bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. We're gonna park there. Success. There's Shantae in the Lulu. Here is the Lulu. And here's Shantae. Say hi, Shantae. All right. Bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper on a sesame. Coffee, Harley. What could be better? Let's see how this looks. There we go. There's your sandwich. New York City breakfast. Something's leaking, so that's something to look at. Well, again though, this is why I say it's one of the reasons why we get these things out and run them and figure out what the rest of the problems are. So let's get it back to the house, not run it too long, knowing that something is not contained properly. I wonder what it is. Huh. I'll get it figured out. Let's get back on the road. 2 spots in the garage that were strange, but they were near another spot that had been there from this bike. And I said, gee, they look kind of fresh, but maybe not, I don't know. But now I can tell for sure, because that spot just there was exactly the same as the 2 spots that were in the garage, and I've moved the bike twice, so it kind of makes sense. I had made the assumption that the primary was sealed, because I had been told that, and then in the comments I read that it may not be sealed. So I'm wondering if now taking the enclosure off the chain, if a little bit of oil is leaking out of that enclosure, or if it is sealed, is the seal simply bad? Because that's always a possibility too. So I guess that's some more research that needs to be done. And yeah, and another aspect of this project, this is again where I love the comments and keeps me thinking and, you know, learning that there are intricacies to this particular bike. I guess the late shovelheads and the early Evos that I'm unfamiliar with. So, you know, please, any advice on that? If it's true that the primary just has a bearing and no seal, if there's a way I can retrofit and put a seal in it. You know, I had thought about switching this out to a BDL enclosed belt drive, which is what I have on the Fat Boy. I just like it, less maintenance, and I like the occasional the dry clutch sound and stuff. You know, is that the solution? I don't know, but I guess we will find out together as I continue on with this thing. For now, let's get back on the highway and get back home. Genius. I'm just gonna stop on an entrance ramp. Like, that's perfectly all right. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing bad could possibly happen. I know I do some stupid stuff, but really? What are you gonna do with people these days? This is why I like to get out early, because this starts to happen quick. You know, I mean, look at the other side. So if you're gonna ride around the city, you're either doing it early or you're doing it late, and preferably you're doing it to get out of the city. That's your best alternative. Look at this, 5th gear, cruising along with highway traffic, 2,500, 3,000 RPM. She's just made for the highway, even with all the issues left to fix. What a difference those tires and the few little things made to get it running. I mean, it literally didn't take all that much to get this bike to this point, aside from, you know, a little bit of know-how, a lot of help from people explaining things, and some elbow grease, you know. It even pulls good in 5th. No downshift. Oh, she's got potential. She certainly has potential. All right. I will say it was pretty cool today, because I don't think we're gonna have a video like this for a while. And what I mean by that is, it was pretty cool today to do a video about this bike where I'm not working on it. You know, this is like an end results type of video. This is, or a progress, or a happy place type of video, you know, because it started, it ran. All right, so I found the new oil leak, but it started, it ran, it went on the highway, it took us to go get something to eat, it you know, started again, it didn't fail, it shifted, it found all the gears. Like, I could talk on and on about the positive things that happened this morning, and I probably will, because I'm happy about it. But yeah, really cool to do a video where I am not working on it, and I know there's still a lot more work to do. So every once in a while, life, God, whoever, whether it's the Harley gods even, who knows, but it's nice when somebody smiles upon you and gives you a good day, a good result, and I'll take it. This isn't a small win, This is a big win. Big win for sure. For today, you know, it's hard to convey just that happy feeling of today's success. So I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you again for all the comments. I know I'm going to be asking more questions, I guess specifically with well, this newly found oil leak. So let's see what comes of it. Let's see what comes next. I just got these new switches from Harley with all the wiring. I ordered 2 mirrors, 1 showed up. I have new grips coming in, Performance Machine Renthal grips. I have riser bushings. I know these things have electrical gremlins. Several people have told me. I can see it. I can see where that would happen. So I think that might be the next project. It might be to address all those things. I gotta get throttle cable still. I'm only working on 1 throttle cable, you know. And I want to address the brake and clutch lever. I haven't decided on that yet, so if anyone's got suggestions, I'd appreciate it. Until next time, thank you. Have a great day.